Sánchez in Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. It is the qualifying round of the Concacaf Women's Under-17 Championship. Dominican Republic playing host tonight against Costa Rica. Under dark skies, 78 degrees. Looks like it's going to be picture perfect for the beautiful game, fittingly on a big night in the qualifying round tonight. We're in Group F this evening, and first place in Group F is going to get an automatic bid into the Concacaf Women's Under-17 Championship. The loser will have to rely on a second place position, which is going to be very difficult, of course, because this is the last night of the tournament. Lots of scenarios that we're going to be taking you through tonight. There's two games happening simultaneously tonight. Of course, our game between the Dominican Republic and Costa Rica. There are two main scenarios for our game here tonight. The winner will go through to the Concacaf Women's Under-17 Championship. No questions asked, an automatic bid. The loser, very likely out because of the two second place bids. One already clinched by Trinidad and Tobago last night, and the other a very high bar to clear that likely will not be possible, of course, this being the last night of the qualifying round. If we end in a draw between Costa Rica and the Dominican Republic, Costa Rica has the inside track at winning the group because of their +7 goal differential. Neither of these two teams have conceded a goal yet in these qualifying rounds through the one game they've played, but Costa Rica has scored 2 more goals than the Dominican Republic. So that is something the DR has to be reminded of potentially tonight if they are to progress. You can hear the noise. It's a wonderful crowd. The teams are out, so we'll step aside for a moment. We'll get to the national anthems, followed by the starting lineups and the highly anticipated kickoff here in Santo Domingo between the DR and Costa Rica. rendition of both countries' national anthems as we're about to get things set to go here in Group F on the final night of the qualifying round of the Concacaf Women's Under-17 Championship. Hi again, everybody. Sean St. Jacques, our entire crew. It's an honor and a pleasure to be with you as always as we jump into the starting lineups for both teams. For the hosts, the Dominican Republic, of course, you immediately have to look at that front three. Sofia Espinal, Emily Asenjo, and Jessalyn Schwartz. Going to be interesting to watch that trident up top in their attacking prowess. Yunalise Brito captains the side in the midfield. And Megan Bautista, along with Paige Martinez and company, looking to hold things down defensively. And again, both of these teams yet to concede through a game played each at this tournament. Jaylene Rondon gets the start in goal for the hosts tonight. Marjorie Ponce of Nicaragua is our head official on the field. No VAR, of course. And we get a chance in front of a great crowd here that's still just about filing in. We look at the visiting lineup for Costa Rica under the tutelage of Edgar Rodriguez. Fabiana Alfaro captains the side in the midfield. Nubia Medina and Emma Azofeifa lead the line in the attack. Alicia Lindo and Daniela Ocampo, important cogs as well in the midfield. Tiara Ruiz and Brittany Aronis will be very, very pivotal in defense. Costa Rica have the edge if this game ends in a draw. That's one of the big scenarios worth remembering here, keeping in the back of your head. And that's because Costa Rica have scored 2 more goals than the Dominican Republic have. 7 goals, none conceded for the Ticas. 5 goals, none conceded for the DR. We'll see if we get to that point. The main headline will be win and you're in. No questions asked about that. And that's what makes nights like this very, very special. These are the moments that players want to be a part of and tend to remember for quite some time. Same goes for the fans and the supporters of the countries involved in these kind of big tournaments. So let's see how it plays out, shall we? We had a really dramatic night last night in the Concacaf W Under-17 qualifiers. Promises to be another thriller of an evening tonight. We'll also be keeping an eye on Jamaica against Nicaragua in the other group going on as well. Winner of that game also books a ticket to the championship proper. The Dominican Republic are in blue from head to toe. Costa Rica are in their road whites. Again, it's a 3-team group, so from the jump, both teams had to get off to a really good start. They did. Can they keep it going tonight and win the game that matters the most to get all the way through to the Concacaf Women's Under-17 Championship? We're off and running from Santo Domingo here in Group F on the final night of the qualifying round. The DR are going from right to left. Sean St. Jacques, our entire crew, thrilled to have you with us. And we're thrilled to see how this is all going to unfold tonight. Last night we saw group winners like Panama, El Salvador, and Honduras all progress, all punching tickets, and the second place team in Trinidad and Tobago also were able to clinch as well. Pending results here, the team that's in the driver's seat for that second place bid is Bermuda. So as long as things stay the same, that's highly likely, we'll have to wait and see. They will be the final team in. That's how it is entering the night. We said that a lot last night, and things tended to change pretty quickly, so we'll wait and see on all of that. First foray forward for the Dominican Republic. It's a good sliding challenge. Ball ricochets out of play, and the hosts have a corner inside of a minute and a half. Luis Luberez and the DR coaching staff hoping that the hosts, with the crowd at their back, can get off to a strong start here. Emma Torres to take the corner. It was nudged just outside of the penalty area. The battle continues here. And the referee's on the scene to spot a push in the back and a free kick for the Dominican Republic. That was Angie Abreu getting, well, in the end, pushed down by Azofeifa. Edgar Rodriguez and his staff. A little bit of work to do here already inside of the first 3 minutes. Ball in by Torres. Oh, it's gonna fall inside the 6-yard box here. A tussle for it. Referee had a look, nothing doing. And Costa Rica are able to clear it out of the penalty area and concede a throw in on the back end. And then on the byline there, ooh, the assistant slipped and is able to get up and make the call. Hopefully the assistant referee on the far side is okay. Must have been a little slick in that corner. Marjorie Ponce, our center official, goes over to have a check. Make sure that she's okay. Teresa Moran and Shireen Alaide are our assistant referees tonight, part of our 4-team officiating crew. Well, the DR not wasting any time here, trying to get off to a very strong start. Oh, and they nearly had a chance. Just needed a touch to control it inside the penalty area. This is a decent control inside the penalty area. Handball appeals come in. Referee, I think rightly, gave it a quick look, said nothing doing after the cross came in from Asenjo. And a chance for the visitors here to break. And it's going to just about stay in play, is it? Not quite, for Azofeifa. Asenjo, did that hit off an arm? Ooh, it might have been the shoulder. Sometimes it can be tough to tell. In those instances, I think you give the referee the benefit of the doubt on that one. Maybe more than that. Did look like more shoulder than arm on the slow-mo replay. And again, that's us getting a really, really good look at it. Referees don't always get that look. Costa Rica looking to respond up the other end. It's Azofeifa. And then it's cleared away before Medina could get on the end of it. Well, we mentioned that we're going to be keeping an eye on the other game going on between Nicaragua and Jamaica. Well, we've already got an update. Nicaragua have taken the lead, and that means in the live table they are top of Group E. Jamaica would be missing out as it stands in second place. Oh, Medina found space for the shot, and in the end, Rondon is able to make a comfortable save for the Dominican Republic. After a good spell from the DR, can Costa Rica start to build some momentum themselves up the other end here? Early cross into the middle, Rondon. Easy catch. And just to reiterate, in the live table right now, Costa Rica are safe. And they advance to the Concacaf Women's Under-17 Championship automatically as the group winners. The Dominican Republic would come up short on just 4 points. That's worth remembering as we move along tonight. That's the main storyline of our game. Again, right now in the line table, second place teams, remember Trinidad and Tobago, because of their really impressive goal differential, despite losing last night, are safe, they're through. Bermuda look to be the next team up. Ooh, that was slashed right past the wall, and it was cleared away before it could do any damage. And the ball clipped back over the top is dealt with by the very stout Costa Rican defense. Brito tries to thread the needle. It's a race for it, won by the goalkeeper Vargas. Alfaro, the captain, did well to shepherd that, and then Melissa Vargas on the scene slides in. Here's Torres, who had the right idea, just tried to loft it over the top. A little too firm in the end. Early ball played over the top. He's going to skip through for Emma Azofeifa. Can she pick somebody out? Well, she plays it across here and nearly fell kindly for Paniagua. Azofeifa sent it right back towards goal. Rondon again. Good back and forth action to start this one out. Ooh, that's looped over the top. Little look over at the assistant's flag. Rondon makes the stop. And I don't think the flag ever went up. Costa Rica still have a chance to move it forward with Ocampo. This is Lindo. And it is going to go the other way. It's a free kick for the DR. Well, that would lead us to believe that Paniagua made a really impressively timed run in behind. There was a little hint of offside in there, I must say, but flag never went up. At least based on our vantage point. If it did, it was very late. Or at least late for the referee in the center to acknowledge. Either way, the DR deals with the situation. That's the big thing. Now, whistle there and a free kick, it looks like. Well, free kicks have meant so far that it's Emma Torres territory. Can she find someone in blue here? Still very early in this winner-go-home match. Good ball in by Torres. It was headed high into the air. Still needs some work here defensively for Costa Rica. They do get it just about clear. Alicia Lindo helping out. Oh, but she does give the ball away, but the assistant's flag goes up. There might have been a little tug or a push as Lindo released the pass. It's a free kick for Costa Rica. Nice early ball down this near side. Azofeifa will be stopped at the expense of a throw. It's going to be that kind of night. Lots of animated moments, a lot of emotion. Saw a lot of it last night as well. Lots of passion on both sides. Ooh, that's a long distance strike. But one that Jaylene Rondon is going to be able to comfortably catch. Really good effort considering the distance it was struck from, but always comfortable for the goalkeeper. Has been a little bit of an underlying theme in these qualifying group stage matches. We have seen at least a few teams really try to test the goalkeepers early from long distances. And we're not going to sugarcoat it, to see if they're going to make a mistake, really, and to see if they could have that as an option as the night moves on. Although I might add that just about all the goalkeepers we've seen have handled those moments really, really well. Well, could be a break on here for the DR. Torres. Sees her ball come up short. Oh, and it's brilliantly worked defensively on the back end by Tiara Ruiz. Oh, terrific skill from Torres to get that all started. It does fizzle out. Ruiz with the great recognition on the time challenge. Able to snuff it out. Ooh, and a little trip there as well. Espinal nearly broke through, but she fouled Alfaro in the process. And the Ticas have a free kick. Vargas. It's the visitors back on the front foot here. Oh, nearly the perfect weight on that pass in behind. Tried to pick out Lindo. But the DR will get a chance to reset, although under pressure. And they'll keep possession on the far side. First look at possession tonight. It's about what we expected in some regard. The DR at home off to a fast start, and they have pushing 60% possession so far. Costa Rica in general, you could say that for the men's side and the women's side, not always possession based, but make no mistake about it, that doesn't mean they are not dangerous, my goodness. Sometimes the best teams don't need to have all the possession to do the damage. A little battle here as Torres was held onto by Cheveri. Good sliding challenge on the near side. Paniagua able to get possession back for Costa Rica. We gave you that update earlier. Nicaragua leading Jamaica by 1-0. That's a huge moment there. Reggae girls still have time, of course, to turn it around. And, ooh, that was a near feed in behind for Lindo for Costa Rica. And that cross into the middle takes a big ricochet. And it looks like it'll go out for a corner. We mentioned this last night, but set pieces are going to be also very key to look out for in this game tonight. Who can take advantage, who can provide the service, the quality feed into the penalty area. Isca Chaveri will look to provide it here for Costa Rica. Oh, it's really well placed, actually. No one could get definitive contact on it, and it rolls out of play. We talked about it at the top, but worth reiterating how great this crowd is tonight here in Santo Domingo, providing a great atmosphere at the Estadio Olímpico Félix Sánchez to back their country here. Hoping they can pull through and win the game, win the group, and advance. And their goalkeeper, Rondon, comes up with that after a feed in behind. Again, just a little too strong on the hit. Chaveri has time and space. Oh, and picked out a lovely feed out to the far side to get it to Paniagua, who's fouled. And it's a free kick for Costa Rica in very, very good position. The referee gets everything set up here. 4 in the wall for the DR. Nearly 20 minutes gone. Had a couple of half chances so far. Can Costa Rica really start to establish themselves in the match with this? Chaveri goes for goal and ends up hitting it right into the wall. Lindo tries to shepherd it out for a corner. And I believe that's the outcome, it looks like. So, DR not quite out of the woods yet. More defending to do here. Well, this time Paniagua is going to take it. Another chance here for Costa Rica. Ooh, the header is well placed. Oh, brilliant save by Rondon. Ended up being a fantastic header. Another look here. Brilliant by Ocampo to just put it on target. But the goalkeeper makes a fantastic stop. That's the first big moment of the night. Nearly Costa Rica's moment not to be on that occasion. It's poked forward. DR able to win it back in the midfield through Abreu. But it's cleared out for a throw-in on the far side. So last night we had goals galore in our games. Only the one in the game we were intimately a part of, between Honduras and Trinidad and Tobago, but my goodness, it was the most important goal scored of the whole night. Gave La Ache all 3 very valuable points. It was so tough to see Trinidad and Tobago players just flat out on the ground after a heartbreaking defeat. Little did they know, they were still okay. They still qualified. Panama scored 8 out of 10 goals, a 10-goal thriller, and El Salvador put 7 past Guatemala last night as well. So can't say we didn't give you the goals yesterday, and certainly the drama on top of that. In tournaments like this, never want to put it past the next day's games to top the night before's games. You really just never quite know, especially when there's so much riding on it. Pretty incredible things tend to happen in winner-go-home games. Ooh, referee just got a little message into her ear there. I wonder if that was from the 4th official, who of course stands on the near side between the 2 benches. Not saying this is what happened, but the 4th official's job during the action, just keeping track of stoppage time, of course, but also making sure the coaches stay where they need to be. And meanwhile, oh, it's a gorgeous ball played through here. Another big defensive stop on the back end by Ruiz, who's made 2 big plays already tonight. Well, defenders have to time those challenges so well. Sierra Ruiz, he's 2 for 2 in that department. Comes Costa Rica again. Lindo's early ball in behind. Big chance here, big save, Rondon. Rondon parries it out of harm's way and then got fouled in the process. It's a free kick to the DR. Jaylene Rondon has had the 2 biggest moments of the night, and both of them have been critical saves to keep Costa Rica out. Ooh, the referee stopped the play, and this might have been why she was putting her hand to her ear. The communication device on one of the assistant referees must not be working properly. So the assistant referee, I think, needed or needs a new system, maybe a battery change. This is where my expertise ends. Might need to get a new device, or maybe got a new device in order to make sure that the headset's working so the referees can talk to each other. I think that's exactly what happened. Use technology, they said. All jokes aside, these things do happen. And fair play to our 4th official being ready to swap it out very quickly. And off we go. Well, we've certainly seen much longer delays for something like that. Big tip of the cap to our officiating crew for being prepared in that very kind of situation. Costa Rica right back on the ball here. Ball's played into Azofeifa on the near side. And she gets past a challenge. Azofeifa will get into the penalty area. Great ball across, and it's in! Costa Rica score a huge early goal here. It's Nubia Medina with the finishing touch for the Ticas. It puts Costa Rica in the driver's seat for a place in the Women's Under-17 Championship. And it was so well taken. Azofeifa did ever so well to get to the byline. And it is a marvelous Medina finish to give Costa Rica the lead inside of 28 minutes. Now the DR had 4 different goal scorers in their win over Grenada on match day 1. Medina was not one of them. It's her first goal of the qualifying round. What a time to get it here in Santo Domingo. And on the balance of play, you could argue that Costa Rica has just about deserved that. They've held the DR with virtually no shots so far. Azofeifa to Medina is the connection that gives Costa Rica a priceless lead. Oh, there you go. There's the updated table in Group F. Offside flag up here. Ends the sequence. Costa Rica now ahead, not just on points, but of course on the goal differential as well. And meanwhile, we actually just got a look on the near sideline there. I wonder if a referee actually was injured there. That might have been part of the reason why we had that delay. Maybe it wasn't just the communication issue. Might have had to swap out a referee there as well. If we get any more information about that, we will pass it along. And if that is the case, we hope that everybody involved, yes, is okay moving forward. Goodness me. You never want to see that. Might have stemmed, I was just about to say it, might have stemmed from that slip earlier, yes. That's exactly what we're talking about. And unfortunately, that is appearing to be the end of the night. Well, we send our well wishes, not just to her, but to all of our officials. Sometimes you forget how in shape the officials have to be to keep up with the athletes on the field. And they can get injured too sometimes. The referees, they're human. Sometimes we forget that. Again, we send our well wishes for a speedy recovery. Free kick here for the DR. Look to reset, although near giveaway there. It's going to go out for a throw. It's under 14 minutes left in the first half. Nubia Medina, seen there in your picture, has Costa Rica ahead. DR, as the match has moved along, they've had some aggressive moments, some positive moments, but what should be added is Costa Rica has been able to fend them off time and time again. And really, the DR have not come up with a clear-cut chance yet. Just some half chances to this point. Is that going to change here? First time ball into the penalty area. But it's going to bounce out of play. Again, right idea to look forward, I should say. Some more forward-thinking play on top of that. Espinal and company trying to pick out teammates in the box. And it breaks down on that occasion. Oh, a giveaway. Vargas presented it very briefly on a plate, but then makes amends. That's why the press gets put on from time to time. You never quite know, do you, if a mistake's going to happen. Well, Melissa Vargas, luckily for her, was able to quickly make amends for what could have been a catastrophic error. Ooh, the ball was nearly won back there. Brito ends up being penalized. It's a free kick to Costa Rica. Certainly was good effort, just did not quite get the decision. Alfaro. Oh, lovely ball played down this near side. Aronis. He's gonna win a throw-in. We talked about the great support for the DR. There are some Costa Rican fans here who are certainly hoping to provide the support and the noise as well. They certainly were very happy after the goal went in, that's for sure. Paniagua. Quick feet. Aronis in the corner. Cross into the middle is bobbled. Oh, and then a collision. And a foul is going to go the other way, and the DR survived the sequence. And they'll get a free kick with 10 minutes left in the half. Another look. Goalkeeper just couldn't corral it. And that collision, I think, is what the referee spotted, allowing the DR to get it clear. Well, we do have an update from the Nicaragua-Jamaica match. The Reggae Girls have equalized in the 33rd minute, 1-1. And that group, again, in Group E, hangs in the balance again. Here come the DR up the other end. They're looking to equalize. Brief opportunity there in the middle of the penalty area. Abreu dispossessed. Costa Rica clears. Good tussle on this near side. Ooh, the decision's going to go the DR's way, it looks like. From the free kick, the DR might try to place this at least near the penalty area. They do get it near the penalty area, but it's cleared away. And then Azofeifa gives it away. Chance for the hosts to reset. And then on the edge of the penalty area, the pass back is cleared by Vargas. And then a good win back in the midfield. Long distance shot. It's going to bounce in kindly for Vargas to reset for the visitors. Miscommunication. Sees the DR capitalize. Lovely turn again by Torres. Lovely sliding pass by Torres, but to no one in particular. Well, Emma Torres has had a highlight reel kind of half for the DR. She's had a couple of those already. Wonderful skill. The skill, the acumen, and the smarts of these players at the under-17 level, not just on the women's side, but on the men's side as well, just seems to be getting better and better every year. It's remarkable how many great players there are out there at such a young age, as this free kick is going to be given to the DR, just outside the penalty area. Lindo, the goal scorer, wanted an explanation there. The only one she's going to get is that it's a foul and it's a free kick. And certainly one that's well within striking distance. Well, Emma Torres will take it. Looks like there were 5 players in the wall for Costa Rica. And it's Torres who took a deflection. And it goes out for a goal kick, is it? No, it's a corner. The assistant initially said it was a goal kick, was overruled by the center official. It did look like the wall did its job, which would indicate a corner is next. As the DR try to cancel out the goal by Medina from about 12 minutes ago. Torres tries again. Oh, there's a good ball in there. It's volleyed and it's blocked. Brief chance for Brito. And now it's a chance for Costa Rica to break up the other end here. They've got the numbers. Lovely ball slid through. And the challenge comes in. Costa Rica won a foul. Referee says it was clean. Kept alive beautifully by Paniagua, and she's fouled. Another look. Azofeifa with a wonderful burst of pace. Picks out the goal scorer, Lindo. I beg your pardon. Lindo gets picked out. It was Medina who scored. And Lindo, was she fouled? Replay would indicate that she was not. But Paniagua was. Chaveri and Paniagua over the set piece. Can the visitors double the delight? Oh, it's going to bounce past everyone. And the DR will get it back. It'll take us to just under 3 minutes plus stoppage time left in the half. And it's 1-0 here. And last time we checked, it was 1-1 between Nicaragua and Jamaica. More lovely skill in the middle of the park, and Costa Rica can bring it forward with Lindo. The goal scorer, Medina, and then not on the same page with Paniagua. Rondon will reset. Oh, it slips through. And it's a foot race here that the goalkeeper is going to win at the expense of a throw. Well, a chance appears out of almost nothing for Costa Rica. Great goalkeeping by Rondon to make sure that nothing came of it. Still more work to do. That's going to be shepherded out for a goal kick. Final seconds before we see how much stoppage time there is at the end of the half. Ball played ahead by Torres, is cut out. Torres follows up, and is not able to win possession back. Costa Rica is able to recycle the attack. Battle rages on here in the midfield. The DR emerged with possession, but an early ball played in is going to be corralled by the goalkeeper, Vargas. As we jump into first half stoppage time. That first half stoppage time is going to be 3 minutes. From what I can gather, I think what happened is that one of our 2 assistant referees got hurt. We pretty much confirmed that. And our 4th official, Marissa Goldson of Jamaica, has become the assistant referee on the far side. And I think they've enlisted somebody else to essentially be the 4th official, not maybe in full responsibility, at least in helping with the subs board / the board that shows us how many stoppage time minutes there are. There's 2 minutes left, a minimum of 3 added on. Goal from Nubia Medina, her first of the tournament, has Costa Rica in the driver's seat. Just to reiterate the scenarios, now the Dominican Republic would have to score twice in order to win the group and get the automatic bid. Costa Rica still has the tie in their back pocket as enough to qualify automatically. Another early ball played in behind. Goalkeeper stays put, and the ball is going to roll out of play. The DR will clear it upfield, although it's picked off. As Ofefa, early ball into the penalty area. A chance for a second. Paniagua sees it cleared out, and it'll be a late first half corner in stoppage time upcoming. Oh, but there's not going to be enough time to take it. Oh, you do not see that very often. Normally the referee allows time for something like that. Every once in a while maybe, but well, Edgar Rodriguez and company are certainly not happy with that. They wanted another chance since the corner kick was won within the 3 minutes of stoppage time. Referees tend to give that grace period for a corner to be taken. Well, Marjorie Ponce says no, it's halftime here in Santo Domingo. Well, Nubia Medina provided the big moment in a half of moments. And Costa Rica, because of it, have a 1-0 lead, and they have their eyes set on an automatic bid into the Concacaf W Under-17 Championship proper. But there's still a big 45 minutes still to come. We'll have highlights from the first half coming up in a moment as we take a quick break here in the DR. Welcome back, everybody. Sean St. Jacques, our entire crew. The Estadio Olímpico Félix Sánchez in Santo Domingo tonight. Group F finale in the Concacaf W Under-17 Championship qualifiers. Costa Rica leading the Dominican Republic here by a Nubia Medina goal to nil with a big 45 minutes still to play. And if it holds, Costa Rica will win Group F, and they're moving on to the Concacaf Women's Under-17 Championship. And the DR would come up just short. And we've been keeping tabs on the other game as well. It's kicked off simultaneously alongside ours. Halftime, it was Nicaragua 1, Jamaica 1. So again, we'll keep you up to date on that one as it progresses as well. Crowd here hoping for a Dominican Republic resurgence in the second half. The hosts have to score twice without reply at a minimum if they are to turn this around and take the automatic bid for themselves. A draw would not be enough. Costa Rica would still go through on the goal differential tiebreak. Teams, of course, will switch sides to start the second half. And this time it will be Costa Rica going from right to left as they kick us off in Santo Domingo. Looks like it's the same sides that began the first half that will continue on here in the second half. Costa Rica 45 minutes away from getting there. Can the DR come up with a second half surprise? Here comes Costa Rica down this near side. Lovely little cutback there by Lindo. And then it's clipped into the penalty area. Maybe a chance here for Azofeifa. Not quite. Lovely attempt. And again, just a little bit too much on it. Well, the DR, of course, have made it before. Women's Under-17 Championship. They were quarterfinalists, actually, 3 years ago. And Costa Rica, they know this competition so well. They also made it to the quarterfinals in 2022. That was their second best ever run. They were runners-up back in 2008. And on top of that, actually, were fourth place 2 years later, 2010. Costa Rica have never won this tournament. Of course, the teams that are waiting in the wings, particularly the US, Mexico, and Canada, have all had great success at this tournament. Haiti, of course, also waiting in the wings. Another incredible country that has just continued to improve and surge. Again, not just on the men's side, but on the women's side as well. My goodness, it's been year in and year out progression. To see them have a bye into the championship proper just shows you the kind of progression that country has had over the last, well, maybe even going back 4 or 5 years now, really. The DR could also be put into that category as well. The men just qualified for their first ever Gold Cup last year. Of course, they'll be played this summer. Also, going to be playing in League A action next year, Concacaf Nations League. Can't wait to see that. And the women have followed suit, no questions about that as far as the improvement. Ooh, Costa Rica looking to move that forward. It's brought back. It's a free kick. Just a little nudge there. Paniagua brought down by Torres. And it opens up a set-piece opportunity here. From the free kick. Really well placed, and the header is saved by Rondon. Looks like Alfaro was closest to it. But the DR goalkeeper makes another important stop. That's one back by the DR here. Chance to break. A good sliding challenge, and Costa Rica regained possession. Well, that's been one of the stories of the night as this has progressed. Costa Rica's defense has just been so sturdy. And the DR have not really created many clear-cut opportunities yet. It's going to have to change if they are to turn this around. They get a throw in here. Ooh, lovely chop back. Torres looks to let it run and then picks it up. First time ball in. Oh, it almost went all the way in. Touched out for a corner by Vargas, who didn't quite read it correctly initially, but got back in time to flick it away. Very tight on the offside decision there, but really, because the flag didn't go up, it came down to Vargas's ability to adjust, and she did. Did really well, the goalkeeper. Corner to follow. And there was a push in before a chance to head it towards goal. It's a free kick for Costa Rica. Another ball looped over the top. Espinal nearly got there. But again, it is touched away. Might get a second try, but she's offside. And the sequence will end right there. Cross here for Rodon. Ends up being pretty comfortable as Costa Rica tried to make it happen quickly. Back up the other end. That's been a big story as well Costa Rica's ability, without a ton of the possession, to move it up the other end quickly, whether it's a counter-attacking opportunity or just through the natural progression of play, and create chances. It's going to go back out of play. Can the DR mount a comeback here? Remember, they can't settle for even a draw here. Have to win. They lose out here as far as possession is concerned. Lindo looks to continue the move. And she's stopped by Martinez. Brilliant defending. And then it's won back. Brilliant sliding challenge, and Chaveri resets after Paniagua's hard work. And then the pass is just out of play. It's going to slide through for Espinal. And when Espinal tried to feed Schwartz on this near side, who hasn't had a ton of work with the ball yet. Hasn't really gotten her involved to this point in the evening. And to be fair, that's just the way the Ticas like it. They continue to keep their perfect record of not conceding a single goal at this tournament. Yeah, 10 minutes into the start of the second half, and Emma Torres is going to have a chance to put this into the penalty area. Torres clips it over everybody's head, tracked down by Abreu. It's sent centrally, cleared away by Lindo. And again, Costa Rica have the opening here to try and break up the other end. Ball is just fed further forward. Kept alive by Medina, the goal scorer. She keeps moving in the right direction, and she's brought down. It's a free kick. We're talking to there from the referee. Don't think there'll be any further action than that. Costa Rica will get a set-piece opportunity here. Another look. Just a little clip on the left boot. And the visitors have another chance to really put themselves in pole position for qualification.
Que pique ahí de hondo, dale. Ojo, espera, juego, nada más. Ani, la caída, Ani, la que queda.
Paniagua to deliver. And it's a wonderful delivery. It's 2-0. Costa Rica with another brilliant first-time finish. and the traveling support are in ecstasy here. As we approach the hour, they're nearly there, Costa Rica. And we look at the replay, Paniagua's ball in, and it is a marvelous volleyed finish inside the penalty area by none other than the captain. Fabiana Alfaro is the hero for the Ticas. Captain's goal, and it's 2-0. Now talk about being clinical in the important moments. It's exactly what Costa Rica have done. They've had the more quality chances, and they have taken them beautifully. And for the Dominican Republic, it's all cut out for them now. They have to score 3 times in order to save this. And Costa Rica are really starting to hum here. This is a 4-on-3 in transition, led by Chaveri. Chaveri lays it off, a chance to settle it! And Rondon makes the save on the Paniagua attempt. Corner upcoming, and Costa Rica nearly sealed the deal. If that had gone in, the DR would have needed 4. Here's a look at the live table. Costa Rica now in complete command in the group, not just on points, but of course on goal difference. Well, they nearly got a header onto that cross as well from the corner, but a foul will allow the DR to get a much-needed respite. And on top of that, changes are coming as well. Camila de la Corcova is going to come on. And that is going to be the end of the night for Nataline Reyes. First change that either side has made as we approach the hour mark in Santo Domingo. The DR are going to need a memorable half an hour if they're going to turn this game on its head. For an hour, Costa Rica's done just about everything right. For Alfaro, it's also her first goal of the qualifiers. And as the halves moved along, you can see it on your screen, even possession has started to shift towards Costa Rica's favor. Just as that man drew it up, Edgar Rodriguez. Good tussle for possession here. Great hustle to try to keep it in play. Well, they'll go back to the Dominican Republic, who have to work quickly and effectively the rest of the way. Ooh, it's going to bounce into the penalty area here. Ooh, can Costa Rica clear this? Just about. Dale Corcova tried to get right after it. She's still going after it and forces it out for a throw. Camila de la Corcova trying to provide the spark needed for a comeback. And her cross is going to go out of play. But that's the hustle, that's the energy the DR need if they're going to get back into this tonight. Even at the under-17 level, we've seen some pretty wild moments over the years. Turnarounds, of course, are always possible. But, based on the evidence we've seen at many different levels of the international game, it always pays to score that first goal as soon as possible to give the team that lift needed and that belief required to really make the push. So that'll be priority number one for the Dominican Republic. Get that first goal back as soon as possible, and then, who knows? It's going to be cleared out of play. It's going to go back to Costa Rica. The top part for the DR tonight, can they break Costa Rica's stranglehold of control on this game? They've been just about flawless to this point. Good turn into space here. And the DR have enough numbers behind it. Martinez is able to clear it. De La Corcova will get on the end of it and keep it in play. And she'll settle for a throw. Paniagua. Ocampo. It's to the near side and out of harm's way, and now Costa Rica will settle for a throw. Medina and Alfaro, 30 minutes apart, in fact. With the two Costa Rica goals, that would be enough to win the group and clinch a place in the Under-17 Concacaf Women's Championship. But can the DR find a lifeline? They will get a throw-in deep in the Costa Rican end. Able to come up with much with it, but it is cleared away, and Costa Rica again, if they hurry, could come up with something here, but the ball is going to roll just out of the reach of Alicia Lindo on the near side. Torres didn't quite have the step. And was there a push in the back there? Referee didn't actually signal after blowing the whistle from our vantage point. It is a throw-in for the DR, looks like. And now a whistle. And a free kick goes Costa Rica's way. It looks like Chaveri needs a moment there for Costa Rica. She's back up onto her feet. Ooh, shot to the back is the reason he got the wind knocked out of her. Last time we checked, Nicaragua and Jamaica were tied at 1. As Lindo surges forward here, it's going to be a corner for Costa Rica. If that result holds, that would be just fine for the Reggae girls. They would go through. Goal differential. Another set piece for Paniagua to deliver. Clipped in, it's right down the middle. Oh, and the DR don't quite clear it initially. Oh, and an acrobatic attempt goes wide by the first goal scorer, Medina, and out of play.
Ahí, Alisa, ahí. Nula, la 17, Nula, Isca, ojo la volante 17, Isca. ¿Quieres, Alisa?
The clearance was nearly cut out. And then a clever little overhead kick puts Costa Rica on the front foot for a moment. And then that pass hits right into Abreu, who may have had the wind knocked out of her as well. Needs a moment. Now, we've all been there if you played over the years. Very early ages and towards getting to this level or beyond, however high of a level you've played, you've probably had that happen to you at some point. Where you just needed a minute or two, if that. Well, the DR plan to change, or at least planning a few things at the moment, try and change the tide of this one. Lindo, just under 20 minutes left. Cross is short. Not cleared, however. Lindo's going to get this back. And it's Paniagua who drags it wide. You got to be careful when she picks up the ball, even at that distance from goal. She's capable of making the goalkeeper work, that's for sure. At a minimum. Collision there. Which way has it gone? I think, based on that it's a Dominican Republic free kick. And that is the outcome. Lovely ball played down this near side for Martinez to chase. And she'll win a throw. And she'll take it quickly. Espinal is brought down. It's a free kick. Crowd still has life. And the players trying to follow suit. They'll get a good set piece chance here. Can the Dominican Republic get back into it? Big chance here. De La Cocova will take. Oh, it was a good bit of service. She'll get it right back and then couldn't control it out of the sky. They tried the quick hitter at the near post. But to be fair, again, and really, it's worth reiterating, Costa Rica have had it covered from pretty much every angle tonight. Defensively, they have been so stingy. They really have not given the DR much to work with at all in the attacking third. And we're approaching the final 15 minutes, and there really hasn't been many clear-cut chances for the hosts. That in itself deserves a tip of the cap. You hear the word professional job used a lot for performances like the one the Costa Ricans are putting together here. They're doing the job, they're doing every facet of the game well, and in doing so, they're frustrating their opponents and giving them less and less time to work with to mount a comeback attempt. In other words, Costa Rica have checked off all the boxes tonight. Another set piece, though, for the DR. Torres. Ooh, it bounces around, and then a volley. Loops over the top after a faint handball appeal came in. But, as you can tell, nothing doing. We get the luxury of a second look. No handball in there. And the shot sent soaring just over the top and out of play. Remember, the Dominican Republic not only have to come back, they have to come back and win. Oh, lovely ball played in behind here. Chance for Costa Rica to wrap it up here. Oh, it didn't fall kindly for Azofeifa. Lovely skill there to keep the attack alive. And then the cross into the middle is headed away by Martinez. It's a good thing she got a header onto that. Paniagua. Again, Martinez is there. And an attempt to flick it back through. Barquero sees it cleared away. Goals from Medina and Alfaro, both really well taken. And both more than enough right now to send Costa Rica through to the tournament proper. Oh, a yellow card has been given to Edgar Rodriguez. Costa Rican head coach says one too many words, if you will. And sees a yellow from our center official here. Well, again, especially from this angle, can't read the lips, so we're not entirely sure what was talked over there. Referee, though, did not like what was said. Oh, good volley here. Oh, saved by Vargas after De La Corcova put together maybe the best chance of the night for the DR. Really good technique on the volley. And if it was just anywhere further near a corner, that could have been the lifeline. Oh, what an attempt that was. Very unlucky. He found the goalkeeper's gloves. A substitution for Costa Rica. Their first of the night. Raquel Recio is going to come on. And that'll be the end of the night for Iska Chaveri, who played, pardon the phrase, very well, I must say. No pun intended. kick gives it back to the DR, who are running low on time here. Have to score 3 goals in the next 12 minutes. So their qualifying run is going to end here. We do have an update from the other game. It was 1-1 for quite some time. Mitzi Canales in the 75th minute has given Nicaragua a 2-1 lead. So the hosts take a second lead of the night in Managua, and that would put Nicaragua through, and Jamaica would come up 1 win short. Again, when we get more info, we will let you know. Having more twists and turns on the final night of qualifying, no surprise. There'll be a few more twists here in Santo Domingo. Paniagua and Lindo, Azofeifa, Medina, all have been critical cogs in the Costa Rican machine tonight. All have played their part. All have made massive impacts.
Siempre estás pegada con ella, Alicia, sepáresele.
Costa Rica get it back into play, and they have 10 minutes plus stoppage time to negotiate the result. Brilliant ball played through to Lindo on the near side. She tries to pick somebody out. It could fall kindly here, but the DR do clear it before Paniagua and company could get to it. Ocampo recycles. Another ball feathered through. And again, a little bit of a disconnect right at the vital moment. Got quite the mix of high-scoring games, some grind-out physical performances, plenty of heroes. Tons of memorable moments just in the last 48 hours of games, let alone the first rounds. Espinal. The DR needing to do something just about unthinkable at this point. They will get a chance to move it forward. Espinal certainly has not given up. And wins a free kick. Camila de la Corcova's come on and been a really nice spark for the DR. Can she pick somebody out? Oh, she actually went for goal from quite some distance. It's going to go out of play, and Costa Rica will make another change here. The goal scorer, Nubia Medina, is going to come out. She'll be replaced by Neema Moya. The DR will make 2 changes as well. Giancarlo Duran and Paula Torrero. You can see bouncing up and down, ready to get on, are both going to come in. Looks like Schwartz is the first to come off. And they made another, obviously, alteration in there as well. It's Espinal, who also came off. Costa Rica, they've got it right where they want it right now. Using the clock and trying to push towards what could be a killer blow. Ooh, another look here. That was a late challenge from the substitute, Duran. That's her first action since coming on. And based on that view, it looks like she was booked for that. Referee not giving her a grace period. Her first touch leads to a yellow. Paniagua to take the corner. It's lifted right towards goal, and it actually, I should say, lands on top of the goal. Confirmation of the Duran booking there. She tried to make an immediate impact, that's for sure. I'd be surprised at all if the coaching staff said, hey, get on there and just make it all happen. Just try to provide a lift. And if both results hold, Costa Rica are through. Nicaragua would also be through. We said it at the time, but that first goal from Nubia Medina was so crucial in that first half because it doubled the amount of goals that the DR had to score at a minimum tonight. And then that great take by Alfaro. Both of the goals were first-time finishes, by the way. Really impressive. Let's put the DR firmly with their backs against the wall. Torres looks to provide something, has her shot blocked. Lindo's clearance. And then on the turn, a foul against Paniagua. Edgar Rodriguez, who may have been saying a few things to the referee earlier, can't do so now. He's already been booked. From the free kick. It's headed to the outskirts of the penalty area. Volley attempt from Abreu is blocked. And the DR will recycle it. Martinez down the line. Torres follows up, blocks back off her, ricochets off of her. And actually it stayed in play. And I think a foul is going to be given. Recio just holding off Torres, who's deemed to have committed the foul, and Costa Rica will get a big free kick to help use up a few extra seconds. errant header. Paniagua invited in. And it's gobbled up by Rondon. Two minutes plus stoppage time separating Costa Rica and the championship proper. Oh, a giveaway. Costa Rica could seal it with Paniagua! Lucia Paniagua seals the deal. Costa Rica make it 3-0 in the dying moments. And they can set sail for the Concacaf Under-17 Women's Championship. It was a poor back pass, and well, Paniagua's deserved that moment tonight. She's been wonderful from minute one. And Costa Rica have been fabulous from start to finish. Thoroughly deserving of a night of memories here in Santo Domingo. Cool, calm, collected. A poised finish from Paniagua. And Costa Rica have finished the job now, surely. Offside flag goes up against Martinez. It's going to be really, really hard to swallow for the DR on the night. Home field advantage as a host country. Certainly played their part at times tonight, but Costa Rica have just been so, so good. And they have a chance here to put a cherry on top. But Rondon is able to get there first and wins a free kick to thwart Ocampo, who could have had a fourth. Nazo Feifa certainly played a role there as well. We're into 3 added minutes at the end here. Free kick after good defensive work again by Ruiz, who's also been an unsung hero tonight. Credit the DR, they're going to keep on pushing. Abreu. Senjo, it's cleared away and out of play with 2 minutes to go. Costa Rica going to make a bunch of changes here at the end. Miriam Garcia, Keisha Serrano, and Carol Molina all coming on. Like Ocampo, Aroniz, and Nazo Feifa are all going to come out. And they get some players some time here. Right at the end and rest some of the players who have been the protagonists in what has been a fantastic performance from the Ticas. One that could still be capped off by scoring again. Costa Rica trying to really finish it off with a flourish. The offside flag is going to negate the sequence. That'll take us into the final seconds. Time for one more attack from the DR. Torres cleared away by the substitute, Recio. has a look at the watch, and that is it, full time. Costa Rica have clinched a place in the Concacaf Women's Under-17 Championship. They come to Santo Domingo, and they beat the Dominican Republic by 3-0 to win Group F and go back to the Under-17 Championship. It was a wonderful performance, really, from minute 1 all the way through to the end of stoppage time. They checked off all the boxes, and the DR, who played their part in this one tonight, falls short on the final night of the competition's qualifying round. You have to say, in all facets, it was a well-rounded Costa Rican performance. And Edgar Rodriguez's team are marching on to join the likes of the US, Canada, Mexico, and Haiti in the championship proper. Thoroughly deserved for the Ticas. They were absolutely fantastic in all facets of the game. It started with their possession in the midfield. Their defensive unit really clamped down on the DR's versatile attack as the match moved along, and then the clinical finishing from 3 different players along the way. Medina got it started, then Alfaro, the captain, delivered, and then a big-time finish from Paniagua to seal it right at the end. All in all, a very happy night for them, a somber night for the Dominican Republic, whose run ends here. And we also have a final from the other game as well. Big scenes in Managua. Nicaragua hold on to beat Jamaica by 2-1. They also advance to the Concacaf Women's Under-17 Championship. Well, another memorable night. We had a great night last night. Tonight was really, really fun as well. Costa Rica and Nicaragua will certainly feel they had more of the fun. That's fair to say. But all the teams that participated really brought forth great effort, great energy, great skill, and great performances throughout. Lots to build on for the teams that unfortunately will not make it through. But we get to see Costa Rica and Nicaragua advance, and deservedly so. They came through the pressure-packed winner-go-home scenario, so difficult to do, especially at a major tournament. And you can see the Costa Rican supporters a little bit further up, but they're just as happy after a 3-0 victory. 3 different goal scorers along the way as well. And, well, some of the stats that we've been keeping track of for you. Costa Rica outshot the DR 13-7, 7-3 on shots on target. As well, corners were actually even. And after the DR had a really strong amount of possession earlier in the game, it was Costa Rica that finished with 56% possession in the end. Full-time highlights here from Santo Domingo. Lots to look back on. Again, there were positives for the DR in this game, but Costa Rica just too good in all facets of the game, in all parts of the field as well. And they really ruled the day here in Santo Domingo. Coming on the road, they brought fans with them, which was wonderful to see. But coming on the road, it's so difficult, especially in a game with this much riding on it. They handled it beautifully, as you're about to see in the full-time highlights. Again, a couple of half chances early on for the DR. They got to an aggressive and fast start, very positive, forward thinking early on. That's exactly what the DR were hoping for, but it didn't yield to the early goal, and it kind of allowed Costa Rica to grow into the game earlier than the DR, let's say, would have liked. And it led to that early chance. Medina got that shot away. We'll see more from her in a moment. And then more chances came. Great header by Ocampo. Rondon, wonderful all night for the DR in goal. Made a couple of big saves early on to keep the DR in it. But then Azofeifa, who was fantastic throughout, gets the assist on Medina's goal in the 28th minute. That gave Costa Rica a huge advantage at that time. Again, they only needed a draw, the Ticas, to get through. That put the DR in a very tough position, still very early in the game. And that momentum carried its way through into the second half, and really through full time as well. The DR had some chances. That was a huge stop from Vargas on a very awkwardly placed cross, but Melissa Vargas parries it out of harm's way. That was still at 1-0. Could have been a very interesting twist. Then, the captain's goal from Fabiana Alfaro, volleying it out of the air and scoring to give the Ticas a 2-0 lead just before the hour. And that essentially put Costa Rica into the driving seat throughout the rest of the night. The DR had to keep pushing after that, and they were more open than they were earlier in the game. This was a mad scramble before a volley attempt went well over the top of the goal in the end from Schwartz. And that was probably one of the better opportunities from the DR in the second half, as was this volley from De La Corcova, who actually came on and provided a really good jolt to the DR. Camila De La Corcova did very well. But then Lucia Paniagua, who was fantastic all night, has the finishing touch in the dying embers to make it 3-0 on the night and seal Costa Rica's spot in the Concacaf Women's Under-17 Championship. 3-0 the final, and I must say, Costa Rica deserved every bit of what they got tonight. Phenomenal throughout, and they're moving on to the championship proper after a very impressive display in Santo Domingo. Well, again, for confirmation's sake, here is how Group F finishes. Costa Rica topped the group. They didn't concede a single goal. Then they scored 10 along the way. Really impressive. Commiserations to the DR and Grenada, who also had their positive moments throughout. For our entire crew, I'm Sean St. Jacques. That does it for our coverage here in Santo Domingo. Congratulations not only to Nicaragua, but to Costa Rica, who conquer the DR tonight by 3-0, and they advance to the Concacaf Women's Under-17 Championship. With that, we say goodnight from Santo Domingo.
Coño, me tiene también de poquito. Eso es lo que hay que hacerlo de una vez.